Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. It is April 21st, 11:10 a.m. Got a few messages for you. Somebody said, I need to start thinking low range, which typically means something that is inexpensive, low quality, or of a lower standard compared to something else. It's the lowest part of a scale or a price range. A slower speed or pace. Lower range means the data is closer together or more consistent. One of them said begrudgingly, which is reluctantly, resentfully, unwilling, but there's no other choice. So whether they agreed to something begrudgingly or whether somebody else has, it seems that this has happened. 11:11 p.m. on April 20th. The curator's friend is talking about the abundance of somebody else. These ones really want to collect the merchandise belonging to the earth angelics, which is their energy. Their ability to transmute dense energy, their ability to transmute and alchemize really low vibrational energies and to pull it back up into balance and harmony. They need this ability, but they don't possess it. One of them has inquired to the curator about property taxes. So it seems they're targeting somebody who has not paid. I've heard them speak of this before. Or they could be getting evicted for not paying their taxes. Ran from the building, somebody said. And another one said, ran into it. So it appears that there is a running into and out of a specific place. I heard 85 cents and somebody else said $30. It appears that this is all the money they have left. And another masculine said that this is involving tables. In the Bible, they talk about how Jesus was flipping the tables, and I don't know if this is something about that, but it could be. Black belt, somebody said, which is an expert defense ability. And I'll tell you, man, those black belt jiu-jitsu guys, they are phenomenal. They don't even have to fight you. They just kind of incapacitate you, and it's over very quickly. It's pretty excellent. I used to really enjoy watching them. There's an overall send, one of these masculines said. This, I believe, is the transport system that they've been talking about. Time travel, the relocation of energy signatures. They're locking onto frequency and then transporting the energy into another specified timeline or place. There's talk of somebody having multiple personality disorder. And again, they're talking about medicine. These folks seem to be in charge of synthetic medicines. They seem to think that maybe they can manipulate it or alter it somehow or make it less effective. Or it could just be whoever this multiple personality disorder person, they need it. But they're also talking about natural medicines that they don't really have control over. And somebody said, I woke up. So it's like they may have switched from a synthetic to a natural. It could be that somebody woke up and all of a sudden they're connected to the divine. I don't know. They're talking about humans. Recently, the management system of the human has been granted a new shepherd, so to speak. Someone's feeling nauseous and they can't handle the high energy being emitted by the light-bearing luminaries right now, this masculine. I saw a few days back a feminine with a cloth to her mouth and she was waving out and she's like, you got to do something. Like, they can't handle this energy. It's making them sick. It's really undoing them. And they're talking about Virginia again. There's some kind of a processing plant or something in Virginia. They really like this Virginia. And they like Arizona too. There's something about Arizona and Virginia. They got something going on there. The stress they dump into your body, one of these adversaries said. That, shit, it's working, someone complained. So it's like whatever return is being sent back. You know, these people, they drum up all kinds of nasty energies and then send it out into the world. But we've got some pretty magnificent experts out there who are simply returning the work, you know, so that the innocent and unsuspecting do not have to accept these nasty, nasty gifts that they're trying to send out into the world. So it's all coming back to them, and they're worried because it's working. Their barriers or whatever, it's not, they don't have, their shields aren't shielding them. They're getting the stress that they're sending out. It's coming into their body. Whatever they put out is coming back to them. Those who are with the curator are talking about DNA. Now, these people are the most likely the very same ones that were in charge of the Cabbage Patch babies long ago. You know, some of these people have been alive for thousands of years, and they've been fueling their experience with the light and the merchandise of the Earth Angelics. It sounds like they're concerned about something with the Chinese. You're learning something. You're getting messages, someone said to another. So it sounds like the curator and their friends are trying to soothe somebody's mind about what is going on in their mind. Or it could just be a friend trying to soothe another friend who is gaining new abilities, telepathy abilities. But they were just talking to somebody or about somebody with multiple personality disorders. So it could very well be that they have many spirits within them talking. And so they could be experiencing symptoms of schizophrenia. Something about the age of 50 and how somebody was intentionally doing something. It sounds to me like maybe they were sending spirits or whatever out to somebody. From the time that they were 50 to now. For me, that would be 9 years. Or they've been doing whatever, take it as it resonates. There's something about the initiated. So many of you have gone through decades of suffering, extreme suffering. And so you have been initiated into a new realm, a new vibration, a new frequency, a new mindset, a new life. And you also survived their attempts to martyr you and steal that reward from you by mimicking your personality, your character, your identity. There's something about joint support. And they say crusting isn't going to do it. So what it sounds to me like is they were doing magic on the bones and the joints of people or someone or someones recently. And it was meant to incapacitate somebody. So the lawnmower people are out there. So crusting is a wound covering. Crusting and slaying is having the nerve, the gall, or the lack of inhibition, self-assertive or brazen. To get crusted is to get very high through the process of smoking marijuana. To be crusty is a person who is easily annoyed or complaining. So crusting isn't going to do it. Complaining or, sharing that annoyance isn't going to do it. Doing magic to cause dry socket of the bone or the hip or any other joint isn't going to do it. It's like you have joint support is what they're talking about. So that's what I think it is, But they could just be talking about getting stoned too. I don't know. Apparently something has malfunctioned. And I believe this is someone's programmable chip. They can't program anybody anymore. Or maybe whatever spell work they were doing has malfunctioned. Take it as it resonates. That's what I got for you. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.